Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Lorraine here from Handcrafting by Lorraine. I'm just beginning a new journal and I haven't fully decided what I'm doing. I was really lucky to win a digital kit from Tracy Fox, Foxy Crafters, and I chose Nature's Remedy kit, her side of it, because it's a collaboration between Tracy and Andrea from Arty Maze. So I'm going to start doing a journal. I haven't decided if it's going to be a journal or a folio or a ring bound journal. I haven't got that far in my planning, but what I thought I would start doing just whilst I'm mulling things over in my mind is make some clusters to go into the journal using some of the little bits of ephemera from the kit, some butterflies that I've got everywhere, some bits of lace and cheesecloth, and then some little tabs, words, numbers. We'll see what goes on. And I'm just using the ends of the coffee stain paper that I cut off when I'm making journal pages. I tend to save them and you end up with quite a healthy stash. So rather than throw them away, I use them for the base of clusters. So I'm going to do some I've got that I've already collaged on scraps and things, but I'm not sure if the colours are quite right, but we might actually we'll do one and just go with whatever and see what happens. So I'm going to put down, if I can find, I can't find, I'll just put some of this down just underneath, just to try and prevent so much glue going onto my mat. So I'll just put some of this kitchen paper down just to stop me making such a big mess. So there we go. So there's the base, and that's again just on coffee dyed paper and using up all the scraps. I've been really impressed with all the people that are using scrap things, and Tracy did a scrap tag challenge that I entered, and that's part of the draw that I went into, is why I got the kit from her. And I've become quite addicted to using up scraps and making collages with the scraps and things. I'm just going to turn that over because that butterflies. Oh no, I'm not, ignore me. So here goes. Let's just see what bits that colour goes, doesn't it? So that can go on there. We can have, I have so much stuff. Where's my scissors? I'm not very organised, but we'll get there. I'm just going to do a little bit of lace on and just see how it goes. I'm not overthinking it, I'm just putting things on, I'm working around that. Come on. I didn't want to come out the glue. Oh, there we are, it's coming. I haven't used this bottle for a little while, so the nozzle's probably bunged up. So how are you all today? I hope you're all well. I'm finding time to do what we all love. I haven't been doing videos for a little while. I haven't really done a video for a little while because we've been quite busy. As you know, as you may know, we live in Greece, and being British, being English, our country has decided to leave the European Union, and so it's had lots of implications for people living, for Brits living abroad in Europe. And so we've had to comply with lots of new regulations, such as apply for residency again, and that's nice there, I like that. So we've had to apply for residency again, even though we've already got it. But, so we've been in that process, doing that, changing driving licences because we can no longer claim to have a European driving licence. Lots and lots of different things. So we've been backwards and forwards gathering evidence and getting help from accountants and lots of other people. So it's been on the little spider, to come off my. There we go. So that's why I haven't made time for videos. I have been doing some crafting, and I have been updating my Etsy shop. I've put some journals on my Etsy store, and but not been videoing. I have to do something with that glue, it's not coming out. It's hurting my fingers. Squeezing the bottle. This is nearly empty though, but I might have to use this. Sorry about this. So, that's a little bit of lace, a butterfly. This may get lost on there, so I might just put a little bit of, this is vintage book page. And I'm not measuring the clusters, I'll just make them these strips, and then we can cut them down as and when we need them. So I think what I'll do is I'll do a bit of a series as I make this journal and record the process, and then you can watch the series. It won't be in any particular order because my head's a bit all over the place at the moment and I'm not thinking in order, so it'll be a little disjointed, but sometimes that's better than sometimes that's better. So I'll just use this acrylic glue if I'm just doing paper or card and paper together. I'll just use the clear one if I'm doing fabrics. Got a little bit of dyed cheesecloth there. I'm not going to use all of it, I'm just going to use tiny amounts there. And try and get some more glue out of here. David, just bring it here. My husband's sharing my craft space with me and he's drawing today. I don't know if you can see that. He's doing this. This is his latest drawing. He does the pen and ink and then does a watercolour wash over the top of it. So maybe I'll show you when it's finished. So I'm doing battle with this glue thing. I think I'm going to have to give up on it. There's my little bit of cheesecloth that can go just here. And then what can we have there? I don't want to put anything big on because I don't know whereabouts it's going. That's nice, that yellow butterfly on there. Let me just try and stretch that out again a bit more. Oops, stuck to my finger. I'll tell you what we did this week, well what I did this week. I went, Sunday morning we went, and I had my first sea swim of the year. Really enjoyed it, and it wasn't as cold as I imagined. It was quite nice. Quite enjoyed it, and we timed it perfectly really, because we went early morning, about 10 o'clock, because we're still a bit uncertain about being out and about when it gets busy. You know, we don't want to be out when there's crowds. So we went early for our sea swim and just a little bit of a sunbathe. Got there about 10ish, 10:30 in the morning. Had a swim, dried off a little, and then the heavens opened and it rained. 30th of May, and it rained and it rained and rained all day and into the night as well. Everything was still damp when I got up in the morning. So we were lucky really to get the swim in. I'm a bit of a wimp when it comes to swimming in the sea. I like to be warm, and the sea water hasn't been warm, so I won't swim if it's cold. But my hubby, Dave, has been swimming, and he's had a swim every month of the year, all through winter, and he reckons that April was the coldest one. So I'll have to take his word from him, because like I said, I'm a wimp. I like to be warm. Just needs a little word on, doesn't it? And I don't know why, but I've put it on a little bit cockeyed. I put it on a bit at a weird angle, but it doesn't matter. I think that's why I like journaling so much, because it doesn't have to be so precise. It can be just any way it goes. Of course, within reason, but so I can't think what else to do with that. I have these tiniest of butterflies. This was a printing error. I don't know why, but my printer had a bit of a hissy fit and kept printing things out really tiny. I'd ask for full page and it would print things out so small. Anyway, I don't know what I've done differently, but it's back to normal again, and printing as it should, thankfully. But it left me with all these tiny little elements. But sometimes it's nice having these tiny little bits. So I'm going to leave that one there, just having a little drink because I'm dry. There we go. So now we'll do a blank one, and we'll do a little bit more cool. it up right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. So it took me ages yesterday going through Tracy's Etsy store, looking at absolutely reams of digital kits that she's got. She's got some fantastic, you must go along and have a look, because she has some fantastic kits. I just want that over the edge of the page there. And it took me ages to decide. Of course, I've got some of them already, but trying to choose from the collection of the ones that I don't have was tough. And I should imagine it's quite clever really, because I'll be going back from looking at the ones that I've seen and I think I must have that one now because I've looked at it, so obviously I need it. But the kit's beautiful. It's so, well, you can use it in so many different things. You don't have to just stick to that. There's so many different elements in it. You could use it in any form of journal. It'd be lovely. I think we'll have a little bit of this cheesecloth linen. It's not cheesecloth, it's linen. We'll have a little bit of this linen fabric on there. I like it. I like the raggedy ends on it. I'm sorry if I'm out of frame when I'm doing some of this. Just put that there. I'll do this end not raggedy enough. Come on. I'll put that down first, aren't I? I need somewhere to stand this whilst I'll put it there, and then it's still upside down. I just want this book page underneath. I'm going to use, this was the heading off of the kit, so I'm just going to use this on there, just ink it up a little to distress it slightly, then it's not shockingly white. Oops. So I'm waiting still for travel restrictions to ease up a little, and then we can travel back to the UK and meet our lovely new granddaughter, Mila. But we have to just wait and bide our time, along with 1,000 of other people that are eager to get home and see family. Of course, we want to go and meet her and see our grandson, who we haven't seen for almost a year now. And it's a difficult time. I think I've told you before, I have a friend here whose grandson's just turned 1 in the UK, and she's only seen him on video calls. She hasn't been able to meet up with him yet, so she's waiting to go as well. And I'm wanting to go and see my mum, who's just had a birthday, and she has Alzheimer's, and I haven't seen her now for about 18-19 months, so that's been upsetting at times, but it is what it is, and you just have to deal with it. Of course, the video call her when any of my siblings are there with her, and that's nice, but it's not like having a hug with her. But we must stick to the rules and stay safe. I have at last had my vaccine, so I feel quite a bit safer, although I know I still have to be careful. I'm just going to put another butterfly on that end. So they won't all go on in one strip. They will be mixed. And this, I think I want a flower on there, so I don't want butterflies or things. Where's my flowers? We all have so many boxes of things, don't we? And these flowers are, these are from, let me think, Angela Kerr. They're from her fussy cut. And just fussy cut around there. I don't want the stem on, it's not the right angle. So I'll just fussy cut a little around here. Yeah, she has some lovely things on her Etsy store, does Angela Kerr. She has these wildflowers, a couple of sets of those. She has some butterfly sets. She does the templates for her envelopes. She's been doing different envelopes and things, so you can get the templates for the envelopes and other things. So again, go and have a look at Angela's Etsy. See, I haven't been clever enough to design anything. I don't know where to start, and sometimes I think I don't have the patience to be doing things like that. So in my Etsy store are just journals that I've made and some ephemera packs. There, I like that there. I'm going to use this glue because it's on the lace and I don't want it to come off. There, I like that there, and I'll leave that out just so that I can use some of the flowers if I choose. There we go. So that's coming along. What else do I need? I need something here in the middle. No. These are all the wrong way up for what I want. Oh, it's too big. Too big. So let's have We'll have that. What shall I put underneath it? Because it needs a little bit of something underneath it. I can have a little bit of... My fingers are sticking to everything. There's a little bit of cheesecloth there. Tiny, tiny bit. I'm having to be patient today. I'm being taught a lesson on patience today, I think. So I'll tell you what else we did this week. We went out for a meal in a restaurant. That's been the first time since October, because we've been in lockdown since then. So it was lovely because we were with friends, but strange because we hadn't been out for so long. It was weird. But we thoroughly enjoyed. We're still on a curfew, we still have to be home at a reasonable time, but I think we were all ready for coming home anyway because we all felt a little bit weird being out and about. But it was nice spending time with friends. We've all been in touch via video calls and things, but actually spending time together was lovely. Really nice. Take that little edge, there's a little edge on that, so I'm just going to take that off there and put that on there. The glue that I'm using in that little tub is Cosmic Shimmer, an acrylic glue. Oops, sticky fingers. I once went there to Sticky Fingers restaurant in London. That was quite an experience. It was good. Yeah, I'm going to stick that there, that little bit of trim. Let's see if this will play the games. So I've been watching this morning Tracy Fox videos on Nature's Remedies, things that she's made just for some inspiration. So I have plenty of ideas, but nothing's formulated into a plan in my mind. But these things tend to just evolve anyway. Sometimes when I start with a plan, it doesn't always occur like that. It usually goes completely a different way, which is not a bad thing. Oops, we don't want that there. Tiny little number. Oh, look at that, 72 and 27 came out. These are the page numbers from, I saved them, they're from the Edith Holden book that we tend to use for decoupage and fussy cutting and things. And quite often the little page numbers are left over, so I don't throw them away, I keep them, and I think they just look so cute on things like that. Perfect. I'm going to put, we'll put number 27 there. Ugh, fingers. I don't know if I want that number there. That's wet through. I've put too much glue on underneath there, so this isn't wanting to stick down. There we go. They're only basic clusters because once I've got the journal on the way, I'll know where I'm going to cut things. Nope, not that one. Nope. And I'll put that little ticket there. Oh no, that's, I've already got that one there. Yep. Yeah, so I don't know, they might just be little clusters, you know, cut them really tiny and they can go on tags or journal cards, or just in corners of the pages, or they can be used as a belly band. So they will, I can imagine that's going to be cut there and use that, and then this, maybe, I don't know. But like I said, I don't have a plan in my head, so it could be anything. I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a few small ones now, just to just tear the edges on this. My husband Dave is a little bit of an OCD person, and he likes straight lines, and he can't understand junk journals. He can't understand why anybody would like them, because sometimes they can look a little cluttered or they can look not straight, torn edges. Why would you want to tear the edges? Bless him. Where is this guy? I'm just doing, this is a Tim Holtz stamp. It's back to front. I didn't know when I bought it. It's back to front, and I should have known because it's called Reflections. So obviously it's a reflection on, and I'll just do the edges on that. So this is a good way of using up scrap things as well. You know, we don't need to buy new stuff all the time or use new stuff all the time. We can use just like that little bit corner, stick in there. Just see whereabouts, right here. So this is a tea card. This was a freebie. and it's part of the kit. I'm not sure if it was Artie Mays or if it was Tracy Fox that gave it, but it's perfect for this. No, that's too big, so we'll have another little butterfly on there, I think. It's really strange sharing the craft room with Dave, and I think that's had an influence on my videoing or lack of videoing, because if he's in the same space it's not always easy to just turn the video on. But he's a very talented painter and drawer. He's done some fantastic things. Maybe one day I'll just do a video of his work, because he doesn't think he's good. So that's another little cluster. I will put bits of bling on these things, I think, as they go into the journal. I might put some flat back pearls or little diamante beady things on there, but that'll be nice at the corner of a page on the journal. So we'll do a couple more of those, and then I think I might call this video done. So we'll just have a couple more of those using those tea cards, because they're going to be quite useful to have for the journal. It's strange when you're doing journals how you evolve, you know, your work and things, and the difference in your early journals that you make and, you know, your later ones. And it's amazing because it's such, I think, I'm sure you've found the same, but I think the journaling community is so good, so supportive and encouraging towards you, you know, especially when you're fairly new at it. You need to learn things, you need to know new techniques and such things. Oops, so I'll just take that edge from there. So I've always found, you know, people really supportive, and lots of people don't mind. I don't mind. You know, if you message them, you know, if you're struggling with something and you're fairly new to it, just message somebody, and they'll get back to you. So just a bit of lace added into that. Let's see which one did I do before? I did that one. So many to choose from. It's quite nice there, I think. I like that one. We'll have that. So I'll just do around the edges here because I haven't cut exactly up to the ink marks. To use this glue again because it's going onto the lace. So I'm not putting a butterfly on that one, I'll just put a little word on that one. So we'll use this one. And again, these are Artemis freebies. If you're not already a member or on a Facebook group, Artemis and Friends, go along, and there's some fantastic things shared on the group. And Andrea is so generous. She shares lots of freebies with people in a group. So go along and support her by going to her Etsy or by being on a Facebook group, on YouTube. The same for Tracy. Tracy's the same. She gives freebies away, and the tutorials and things on there, and the community is really good. That's another one that I'm just going to leave as it is for now. So one more and then we are done. And I was saying before about people don't mind if you message them. I messaged Andrea the other day because I had a query about copyright stuff. You know, if you're using people's work, people's digitals or freebies, and anything that belongs to anybody else, you know, that they've kindly shared with you, there are still terms of use or copyright laws to abide by. And I was a little unclear about something, so I messaged Andrea just to ask her to clarify something, and she was more or less straight back with the response. And I find that that's really useful, because the last thing you need or that you want to do is upset somebody by not using their wishes, you know, in their terms of use. You don't want to be doing that. And so always message somebody if you're unclear about something. Just ask a question. This lace, when you're a journaler, don't you use some things, don't you? This lace, it was a scarf that I had, and I was looking for some lace for something, and I've ended up cutting the scarf up. I wanted some floral lace for an item. I don't like that torn edge there. There we go. So yes, I wanted a torn edge, some floral lace for something, and I had none other than in the scarf that I really liked, but now it's used for journaling. I don't matter, somebody gave it to me, so it's not like I spent a lot of money on it. So I got lots of lace, and it was lace and cheesecloth, so I've got lots of this white cheesecloth that's really good, because I can dye it as well, and we can get different colours for different things. Oh, I had a bit of I did some dyeing yesterday with hibiscus flowers. I've seen people use hibiscus flowers and they're absolutely beautiful, and I looked at doing some, and what a disaster that was. It was not good at all. It turned out, I've seen it and it's been like a pinky bluey, even reddish colour, and mine was a bit of a insignificant grey green colour. So I thought, okay, it's not a problem. I'll use those, because they're okay. They're okay. So So I just put some red food colouring in the colour, in the dye, and use that. And now I've got bright pink papers, which is fine because when I do my shabby romance journals, it'll be fantastic. So I don't know if it depends on the species of hibiscus that you use, or you know what colour you get out from the hibiscus. And everybody said it's really nice tea. I'll show it to you. But I tried it as a tea and it was absolutely, yep. So this is what came out for me. This I've put leaves on. Can you see them? I've put leaves on top of it, so the green I think is from the leaves. But this is the hibiscus colouring. It was a bit mucky green, insignificant green. That's another one. I quite like the images, but it's not what I wanted. And this was it with the red food colouring inside. That'll be good for, well, this will be good, and I might even use some of this in this Nature's Remedies journal. So, not as successful as I wanted it to be. So these are just clips from what am I trying to think of? Edith Holden book. No, I don't want words, do I? I've already got words there. So yeah, when you're using the Edith Holden, you know, you can use every last scrap of the book really, like I said before about the numbers. And then you fussy cut the flowers, and then you're quite often left with the little name thing. But don't throw them away, keep them. Because you can use them in these clustery things. There. I don't want it stuck up. I want to be able to see that floral name. So there's another one that will go on a book page on the bottom, or on a tag, or whatever. So we've done quite a few there. We've done alright. Sorry about that. I'll just throw that away. So we've got these small ones, and then these longer ones that can be chopped up. So not bad from using your scraps and things, and what, half an hour playtime. So there we go. So thanks for watching, and have a go, get your scraps out and start using up all of these little bits and making your own little clusters ready for going into your journals or notebooks, your cards, whatever it is you're making. And have a go, just have a play. It's just cost you scraps. So enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe, everybody. Bye.